Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with yet another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got, actually this is the same base that we used in yesterday's video, but we want to talk about what's next on the tech tree because we're just kind of at that point in the season where we're in between push points. So, you know, we got to go back and kind of look at what we need to do. So I've been seeing quite a few people, not a ton, but definitely more than some, using tanks. And tanks are just slow. They're not worth it. A lot of people are running grapplers at 40R. So I would avoid upgrading them. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. We already have heavies. So I don't think tanks are really going to be worthwhile. But what we do want to get as quickly as possible is we want to get to those bombardiers or even the rocket choppers because, excuse me, rocket choppers are going to be really good because there's not a lot to stop them. They're before boom cannons, which are after 5ER. And we get smokes with them. They're going to be a nice thing just to have for certain bases, I think. So I don't know if we necessarily want to spend a ton of tokens on them just yet, but yeah. So what do we want to do next? So we want to get to bombardiers. Obviously, that's going to be easier. No, they don't clear every base in amazing times, but certainly better than heavies and Zookas. So after that, we want to make sure we grab the 2 shock launchers. I think this is paramount to get to right after bombardiers. It's really going to slow the other players down. Basically, everyone that got to diamond early kind of had this tech where they had bombardiers plus the double shock launchers to back them up. And then from there, sure, we have rockets over here, but the thing with rockets, especially, you know, in a long season, it's going to take longer to get there. It means more losing until you get them. And we're not really going to have the tokens, but I mean, it would be an interesting play for sure to go for the rocket launchers and max them out. But I don't think that makes sense for a lot of players because there's a lot more exciting stuff to get to. And I mean, rockets are going to be good. What's going to be better? Heavy choppers are going to be better, right? So stuff that puts us towards the direction of the end of the tech tree is usually better. Now, another thing to consider, I think probably why heavy choppers are here is because most people won't actually get to the end of the tech tree this season unless you were like, I don't think I even will, unless you were diamond like day 2 or 3 or 4 or some point during the first week. I don't think finishing the tech tree is going to be on the cards for a ton of players. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of tech. We got a bunch of different options, different things to consider. But I think what makes the most sense, grab the defense, stay true to bombers, grab the double shocks. Then we'll kind of reassess a little bit, but more than likely go straight to 5. Maybe grab the extra DBD. For 26 keys, that's not that bad. That's only, 2 chests. So that's where we're at for right now. Now, I'm still going with this base right here. Excuse me. It's been solid. No complaints. A lot of guys still fizzling. I haven't played a lot today. I've only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and we're 3 for 5. So, yeah. Let's just get into some live hits and see what we can come up with here. But again, like I said, not really a push point, more of a planning video where we want to go over our next tech decisions and things like that. I typically don't remake my base unless I'm going to push, especially right now. I just honestly don't have the energy, but feeling a lot better, so that's good. And guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and appreciate those of you that have been using that code CHICKEN in the shop. All right, so let's find an opponent here. Now after the other day, what was it, 2 days ago, we got up to like 250-ish, 260 something on the global leaderboard. Since then, everybody's kind of caught up, so we're back in the pack. Again, we don't really have a huge tech advantage, but we're going to try to make it work. So, all right, so here's the deal. On these bases, what we don't want to do is get caught up in the race and make a mistake that's going to cause us to fizzle out. So essentially we either go right or left. I don't know. I think here, let's just do it like this. It doesn't really matter. We just want to make sure that our troops are getting out there fast enough to take down some stuff. The problem is, it's this group of mines here that seems to be the big problem. You have to kind of decide early which way we're going to go. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out some of these defenses. We're going to Iron Will, And then we're going to go up on this side. I just don't want them to walk all the way back down to the bottom. But I don't want that grappler picking us off the whole time either if we can help it. So let's see how this is going to go. Okay. But yeah, basically these attacks come down to just picking a side and sticking with it. There's not a ton of stuff shooting at us right now, so now we'll go ahead and use that iron will. We just lost almost all of our heavies going up and around the corner. That actually kind of worked out. They took down a lot of those mines for us. If we could get those Zukas to stay healthy, they might be able to do some work for us. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But yeah, it's tough. These bases are not easy. And as you can see right here, we probably are going to fizzle because I lost all my heavies. Lost all the heavies. But yeah, like I said, these at 4 ERs with the heavies and Zukas, the goal is not to do a blistering speed attack with Battlelords. The goal is just to get through it or at least take down 3 engines because it seems like that's the stopping point. It looks like they fizzled on us as well. But that's going to be a loss to open things up. Let's see. Mr. Voodoo. I think I know who that is. Back from the old chicken coop way back in the day. That's the second time I played him in the season, actually. And both times he's won. So shout out to Voods. Damn. But he's got the good doctor. He's got the good doctor. That's totally different. All right, let's try one more. Let's try one more here and see what we can come up with. But yeah, like I said, it's just not easy right now. And yeah, we just we're so close to getting Bombardiers. Unfortunately, just with a long season, it's going to take a whole extra day to get there. Which is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. With a longer season too, I mean, you get points like this where there's nice breaks. It's not just like a shorter season where, you know, you got effective tech every day and you got to grind. So I think there's something to be said about that too. You know, it does make for less excitement, I guess, but it's also kind of nice in a sense that you don't have to push like crazy every single day. You can make up ground pretty easily when your push points do come. You just got to make sure that when you find them, you go, and when you don't have them, you stop. And today is more of a stop day, or at least a maintenance day, I guess. To get to rank 20, I think we're going to need at least Bombardiers, and probably a little more, honestly, because by the time we do get up there, we'll probably be mostly going against guys that have double shocks on those boss fights. So we'll make it work. We always do. It's just kind of tricky to navigate right now. The seas are a little bit rough. But we got another 3 engine we're going against right here. Let's just see if we can take down that laser in a decent amount of time. That's going to be our main issue. We kind of got shock locked there for a second, working our way out of it now. As soon as the iron wheels become 54, that's when I'll switch to medkits. Typically, by that point, we're a little bit further through the base, so it looks like we are going to fizzle out on this one too. But at least we'll grab a couple engines first. Now we're just simply going for percentage. And it's super frustrating. It's frustrating against the 3 ERs because it's the same attack every time. Sometimes, you know, it just comes down to luck of the draw, really. A little bit of a shock lock, and, you know, the laser kind of ripped through us a few times. I don't want to watch Brick sit here, but I also want to watch his replay. And we also need to get some percentage, so I can't just stop the attack. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. He's got us down to 1, so looks like he's going to finish us. Let's just go ahead and retreat. I can't believe we didn't finish that mortar off. Mr. Ragnarok. And he's going to get the dub there, it looks like. Yeah, so that's where we're at for right now. I don't know. That's what we got to plan for next. Like I said, if we don't really have the tech, there's no sense in making a different base. We'll do that when we get the Bombardiers and start getting some different matchmaking. But for now, that's what we are working with. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you for hanging out and sticking in there. Let me know what you're making out down below in the comments, guys. If you are looking for a task force, make sure that you join Chicken Ships. Look at this. We got shout out to Little Bear Ballin'. He is ballin', and he's got 4 shock launchers. Look at that. That's a sweet base. Rank 23. Oh my god. Chicken Ships is definitely picking up. We got Commander Doom. We got Chicken. Oh, Chicken ahead of Mr. Olsen. Shout out Mr. Olsen. He was crushing it this season. He'll get back up there. I'm sure he always does. But yeah, guys, so there it is for right now. And I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you next one. Chicken is out. Back.